Okay, we've got some quite heavy processing ahead of us, particularly with these line numbers, which I'll explain shortly. But what I'm going to do before then is I'm going to sort of wrap, let's get this back on the screen. I'm going to sort of wrap this call into a function. I'm not really interested in the date and the time, so I'm going to have a function where I just pass in the ATCO code and it just gives me the timetable for the next bus, basically. So no date, no time, it's just going to give me the next bus. So if I create a little function, let's see, let's call it getStopLine. We are going to be using the word line instead of bus number quite a bit. So if I get this stop line, and what I want to do is pass in the ATCO code that I get from somewhere else, and then just call this function, the bus timetable. But what I want to do as well, just in case I don't get any data back, I'm going to wrap that up in a try except block. So I'm going to try the call. I'm just going to copy the call from here. There we go. And instead of putting a value in for the ATCO code, I'm just going to type in the ATCO code there that I'm passing in. So it's going to try to perform that. If it fails, and I'm going to try and do this with every sort of call I make. Rather than put the try and accept block in here, I'm going to wrap it up elsewhere, just to make it neat so I can find things. And also I can sort of copy and paste these into a library file of their own and know what I've got, and handle any input and output elsewhere. So except I'm going to have print, going to give out a useful message. Let's just do this. There we go, let's fill this out. So what I want to say is that there's no timetable information. There is no timetable information for ATCO code. Not very good for the user. They probably wouldn't understand what ATCO code is. They probably just understand it as bus stop. But I'm going to be producing, I mean, this is only for our purposes, it's not for ready release. I need to know what the ATCO code is so I can play with it. So if I just put the ATCO code in there, at present, have I got too many gaps there? No. And put the ATCO code in there. And the last thing I need to do is to, because I'm getting the result, I need to return the result. Actually, let's pluralize that, results. That sounds better. Return results. So if the results, or we got a problem, or maybe even if the network is down, we're going to get this message pop up for us. Let's see now, where else did I do that? I'm thinking about where I've used singular instead of plural. Doesn't really matter at the moment, it'll work, so it will be fine. I've got it here. Result. I don't know. There we go. And again here. Okay, so I might change my mind on that one later. Who knows? We've got it here as well. Results. Because I'm hoping that there's going to be more than one when they're returned. Yep. Okay, so that's a little bit of nonsense. You should have ignored all that. Never mind. Right, okay, so what I've got now is a single call with an ATCO code to get stop line, which will fetch my bus timetable. So we'll stop it there, and what we're going to do is now look at how we're going to extract data from all of this here.